Good evening everybody, my name is Mr. Lee David Carter. In my first video, Book Blog 1, I speak about being assigned female at birth and identifying with the opposite sex regarding gender dysphoria. And I spoke about the angels, but you know, my story is more than just talking about gender. You know, it's a story about the angels as well and what happened now. So, living with Lisa, you know, going through a turbulent time and going through gender reassignment surgery, I was experiencing the paranormal and the angels and other strange paranormal events. So after going through a stressful time in my life, I have spiritually awakened consciously in a profound way and realised that, you know, coming into a state of awareness that every one of us is assigned a guardian angel on the earth. That every one of us is deserves to have abundance on the earth and to be at peace. And no matter what situation or circumstances you are in, they are there for every single one of us. So I am conscious of these celestial beings and connected to them, and going through the transition and much more, I know from my own experiences that angels are real, and can agree that angels want to see you happy on the earth, you know, in all religions, and it's about bringing peace on the earth. And I was guided as a light worker, indigo child, after seeing the proverbial light 7 years ago, with an important calling to teach. And you know, you need to listen to your gut feeling, and you know, these gifts involve telepathy and many other experiences and loved ones. You know, going in and out of hospital, being in a chaotic place. The angels gave me the courage and the strength to many things, being in that stressful time. Scientists have, you know, proven that we all have spiritual gifts, and to practice it and to work it. And I had a fast spiritual awakening. And speaking about the guardian angels and my experiences with Archangel Michael on my journey, the messages received came to me a lot with many of these strange paranormal events, which I'll just discuss in the next video and what it is they mean. But this is more about the guardian angels. So they are with you, and they're assigned to every single one of you on the earth individually, because everybody has them. Okay, so, and you know, I know from my own experiences that they are real and they love you, and you know, the guardian angels just love everybody, every one of you here unconditionally. You know, there's no need to earn it, and they are with you now, and they want you to attract abundance and to have more opportunities such as wealth, happiness, love, employment, because abundance comes in many forms, you know, when you're speaking about the astral realms. So, you know, they want you to have all these things. And many people ask me, well, how can the angels help you, Lee? Well, there is free will in the universe, and if you want them to help you, you need to ask, and do it, you know, whatever way you want. Shout, scream, in fact, no matter how frustrated you might be. Talk, write it, you know, any way you like. They hear you, and these beings will not intervene unless you ask them. So they are here on call in many different ways, and there's so many different kinds. If people were to ask, you know, well, you know, what are these celestial beings? Well, they're of the light, and they're not of the physical here, as you call the physical. You know, what you call the physical realm here, you know, they work with the astral realms. And through meditation and lighting a candle, I feel that I can, you know, connect with these beings a lot more easily. And but in a calm place, you know, even if it means listening to peaceful music. to be on that higher vibration, to connect with these celestial beings. It's just, it's about being tuned in and connected, basically, and just mainly to do it through meditation and the things that I've just mentioned. Once you do that, you'll be able to connect with them more and listen to your intuition. Since we all have these gifts inside, basically, and to do this, it's about tuning in and being at peace. Many professions, speaking to people in the networks, have turned around and said to me that they understand the power of spirit through my experiences. It's very powerful, and they've saved my life. And when you read the book, it speaks about many of the events that have happened. So through my experience, I would say that they're very powerful, and it got me through so much. So it's through power. Mainly, you can speak to them and have that power behind you through thought. So I feel gifted and blessed to experience them, and they have no ego. And the world spiritually is awakening now. So, spiritually the world is changing now. They're non-judgmental and non-denominational, these celestial beings. And even for many years, looking for that spiritual growth, attending many different religions, it did not fit with me. Looking for that God source. So these beings come from God source. I simply had a calling as a light worker, indigo child, here to teach and speak out about my story. So, which is more than just gender and many of the other events that have happened. So, thank you very much, everybody, and keep a lookout for Book Blog 3, which will be talking about all the many experiences that I've had with the angels and events that have happened now, and to explain what it is they mean and why they're doing it, and an explanation of it.